What if I told you that you have two hearts, but you've only been caring for one? It sounds unbelievable at first, almost like a poetic metaphor. It's a physiological truth that most people have never been told. The human body, in all its complexity, has evolved with built-in backups, support systems that quietly work in the background to keep us alive and thriving. And one of the most remarkable of these is what scientists often refer to as your secondary heart, a system hidden within your lower legs, specifically inside your calf muscles. Picture this. Your primary heart, that incredible organ beating over 100,000 times a day, works tirelessly to send oxygen, rich blood coursing through your arteries, nourishing every cell in your body. When that blood reaches your feet, gravity becomes its greatest obstacle. Every drop has to travel all the way back up against that gravitational pull to return to the heart and lungs. On its own, your main heart simply can't do that job efficiently for a lifetime, especially if you spend much of your day sitting still. So nature built a helper, a muscular pump in your calves that pushes the blood back upward with every step, every squeeze, every movement of your legs. That's your secondary heart in action. Now imagine what happens when this system goes quiet. Hours of sitting at a desk, in a car, or on a couch leave your calf muscles idle. The pump switches off, blood begins to pool in your lower limbs, and pressure starts to build in your veins. Over time, this can lead to swelling, fatigue, and even varicose veins. More importantly, your main heart is forced to compensate, working harder to keep the blood moving through your system. That extra strain, multiplied day after day, year after year, takes a toll. What makes this insight so powerful is that it reveals how deeply connected your body's systems are. The health of your heart isn't just about the organ itself, it's about everything that supports it. Your calves aren't just for walking or running, they're an essential part of your circulatory system. Every step you take, every contraction of those muscles is an assist to your heart. When they move, your heart breathes a sigh of relief. When they don't, it bears the full load alone. So when I say you have two hearts, I'm not exaggerating. You have one that beats inside your chest and another that pumps silently in your legs. One gives life its rhythm, and the other gives that rhythm strength. Understanding this simple truth changes the way you think about movement. It's not just exercise, it's activation. It's not just walking, it's circulating life itself. How your calf muscles act as a powerful blood pump is one of the most fascinating examples of how movement and anatomy work together to sustain life. Inside your lower legs lie two large muscles, the gastrocnemius and the soleus, and they do far more than just help you stand or walk. Every time these muscles contract, they squeeze the deep veins that run through them, propelling blood upward toward your heart. This isn't a gentle nudge, it's a genuine pumping action, strong enough to counter gravity and maintain smooth, steady circulation throughout your body. Think of it like this: your veins are the highways that return blood to your heart, but they don't have engines of their own. Instead, they rely on tiny way valves to keep blood moving in the right direction. When your calf muscles flex, they act like natural pumps, compressing the veins, pushing blood up, and preventing it from slipping backward. Every step, every toe lift, every stretch of your ankle is like pressing on a built-in circulatory accelerator. Without it, your blood flow slows down, and your body begins to feel the effects almost immediately. Heavy legs, swelling, fatigue, even dizziness or lack of focus. The beauty of this system is how effortlessly it works when you move. Walking, for example, activates this mechanism continuously. Each step is a cycle: muscles contract and squeeze, blood surges upward, valves close to stop backflow, and the process repeats. But the moment we stop moving, when we sit for long hours, the entire system slows down, your calves relax, the veins fill, and your heart has to do extra work to pull the blood back from your lower body. That's why physiologists often call the calf muscles the peripheral heart. They share the heart's responsibility for circulation, though they operate in a different way, rhythm through movement instead of beats. When these muscles are strong and active, they take enormous pressure off your central heart, allowing it to function more efficiently and with less wear over time. What's truly inspiring is that this natural pump doesn't require any special equipment or intense workout. Just standing up and lifting your heels a few times activates it. It's your body's most accessible cardiovascular tool, a built-in move when you want heart helper that can be turned on anytime, anywhere. And when you start to use it consciously, you begin to feel the difference. Your legs feel lighter, your energy rises, and your mind clears. It's proof that sometimes the most powerful medical devices aren't made in labs, they're already built inside us. The dangers of prolonged sitting on heart health often go far beyond what most people realize. We tend to think of sitting as harmless, something restful, even necessary, But biologically, the human body was never designed for stillness. When you sit for long periods, especially without movement in your legs, your entire circulatory system begins to slow down. Blood pools in the lower body. The secondary heart, the calf muscles, stays inactive, and the main heart must work harder to push blood back up through the veins. Over time, this subtle imbalance can quietly damage the cardiovascular system. Studies have shown that people who spend more than 6 to 8 hours a day sitting have a significantly higher risk of heart disease, even if they exercise later. That's because prolonged sitting doesn't just affect circulation. It alters how your body uses sugar and fat. The muscles in your legs, when inactive, stop burning glucose efficiently. That means your blood sugar levels stay higher for longer, increasing the risk of insulin resistance and inflammation. And inflammation is the silent spark behind many chronic conditions, from hardened arteries to heart attacks. But the problem isn't just chemical, it's mechanical. Picture what happens when you're seated, your hips are bent, your knees are locked at a right angle, and your calves are still. That position compresses blood vessels and slows venous return, the process by which blood flows back to the heart. The longer you stay that way, the more pressure builds in the veins. This can lead to swelling, varicose veins, and in extreme cases, even blood clots. What's worse, your body starts adapting to that stillness, your muscles weaken, your metabolism drops, and your heart becomes less efficient at handling sudden bursts of activity. Now, consider how often this happens in modern life: hours spent driving, working at a computer, watching TV. The average adult today sits more than at any point in human history. Yet movement, something as simple as walking, stretching, or standing, is what keeps the body's natural pumps working in harmony. When those pumps shut down, your heart ends up carrying the entire load on its own. That's why prolonged sitting is often called the new smoking. Its damage doesn't appear overnight, but slowly, invisibly, it wears down your cardiovascular resilience. The most powerful takeaway here is that the solution isn't complicated. You don't need to run marathons or buy expensive equipment. Just standing every 30 minutes, walking for a minute or two, or doing quick heel raises can reactivate your secondary heart and restore healthy blood flow. Movement, even in small doses, breaks the dangerous stillness that modern life imposes. Because while rest is essential, motion is medicine, and every step you take gives your heart a little less to carry and a little more to live for. A simple movement that reactivates blood flow and boosts energy can be the difference between feeling sluggish and feeling alive. The beauty of this move lies in its simplicity. It's something anyone can do, anywhere, at any time. You don't need gym equipment, special shoes, or even a large space. You just need your own body and one conscious minute. The move is called a heel raise. It's one of the most effective ways to wake up your secondary heart and re-energize your entire circulatory system. Here's how it works when you stand tall and slowly lift your heels off the ground. Your calf muscles contract powerfully, squeezing the veins deep within your legs. This compression acts like a mechanical pump, forcing blood upward toward your heart. Then, as you lower your heels, the veins refill with blood, ready for the next contraction. It's a natural, rhythmic cycle that mimics what happens during walking, but with more focus and intensity on your lower leg muscles. In just 10 to 15 repetitions, you can feel your circulation quicken, your legs lighten, and your energy rise. What's happening inside your body during those seconds is remarkable. As blood flow improves, oxygen and nutrients are delivered more efficiently to your brain and muscles. You might notice your alertness increase, your mood lift, or your fatigue ease. That's not coincidence, it's physiology. Better circulation means more oxygen for your cells and faster removal of metabolic waste, which directly translates to clearer thinking and renewed vitality. It's almost like giving your body an internal reboot. The great thing about this movement is that it fits seamlessly into any lifestyle. You can do it while brushing your teeth, waiting for your coffee to brew, or standing in line. It's discreet yet powerful. Over time, if you repeat this several times a day, the benefits accumulate: stronger calves, healthier veins, reduced swelling, and a heart that doesn't have to strain so much to circulate blood. You're not just exercising, you're collaborating with your body's natural design. Think of this move as a switch for your secondary heart. When you flip it on, everything in your system starts running more smoothly. Energy flows, blood moves, and your body comes alive. In just 1 minute, you can transform stillness into vitality. It's a small act, but its impact reaches every corner of your health. And the more you make it a habit, the more your body will thank you with strength, clarity, and endurance that no energy drink can match. The link between poor circulation and fatigue, brain fog, And swelling is one of those hidden connections most people never suspect. But once you understand it, it changes how you see your entire body. Many people blame tiredness on lack of sleep, mental stress, diet, but often the real culprit is sluggish blood flow. When your circulation slows down, your cells simply aren't getting enough oxygen or nutrients to perform at their best. The result? You feel drained, unfocused, and heavy, both in body and mind. Imagine your bloodstream as a highway carrying oxygen and energy to every organ. When traffic moves smoothly, your brain stays sharp, your muscles feel light, and your skin glows. But when that flow is congested, when your secondary heart in the calves isn't pumping efficiently, the system clogs. Oxygen delivery drops, waste builds up, and energy production inside your cells takes a hit. That's when fatigue creeps in, not because you're lazy or unmotivated, but because your body is literally underpowered. Now think about brain fog, that dull, hazy feeling where focus slips away and concentration becomes a struggle. Your brain, though only a small percentage of your body weight, consumes around 20% of your oxygen supply. If circulation weakens even slightly, your brain feels it immediately. You might find it harder to think clearly, make decisions, or stay mentally alert. It's not that your mind is failing, it's that your blood flow is lagging behind. And then there's swelling, especially in the legs and ankles. That's your body's warning signal. When blood and lymph fluid can't move efficiently upward, they start pooling in the lower body. The pressure inside your veins increases, fluid leaks into surrounding tissues, and your feet or legs puff up. It's uncomfortable, yes, but it's also a sign that your secondary heart has gone quiet. This is why something as simple as moving your legs, flexing your ankles, doing heel raises can make such a difference. Those actions restart the pump, move stagnant blood, and clear the traffic jam inside your vessels. Within minutes, you can feel a sense of renewal. Your head clears, your energy rises, and that dull heaviness begins to lift. When you understand that circulation is the bridge between your heart, your brain, and your energy levels, it becomes clear movement isn't optional, it's essential. Your blood is your body's life current. Keep it flowing, and you keep every part of yourself alive, alert, and strong. How movement influences your heart's workload and longevity is one of the most powerful yet underestimated truths in modern health. Your heart is a tireless organ. It beats about 100,000 times every single day, pushing blood through more than 60,000 miles of vessels. But here's the thing most people don't realize. Your heart isn't meant to do that job alone. It's designed to work with your muscles, especially the ones in your legs. Every step, every flex, every movement of your calves, thighs, and hips acts as a natural assist, reducing the strain on your main heart and extending its strength over time. When you move, your muscles contract and relax, creating rhythmic pressure changes that help push blood through your veins and arteries. This partnership between your muscles and your heart forms what physiologists call muscle-driven circulation. The more your muscles move, the less pressure your heart must generate to circulate blood effectively. Think of it as teamwork. Your heart sets the pace, but your muscles help carry the load. Without that support, your heart works harder than it should, especially when you spend hours sitting still. The difference movement makes is not just mechanical, it's chemical too. Physical activity, even light movement like walking or stretching, triggers your blood vessels to release nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and widens them. This lowers blood pressure and improves overall flow, meaning your heart can pump more efficiently with less effort. Over time, these small daily movements can lead to profound changes: stronger vessel walls, lower resting heart rate, and improved oxygen delivery throughout your body. On the other hand, when movement is missing, your heart faces a kind of silent overwork. The blood becomes more stagnant, the vessels tighten, and the heart has to generate higher pressure to move the same volume of blood. That constant extra strain accelerates wear and tear, raising the risk of hypertension, arterial stiffness, and heart failure. It's not about one day of sitting, it's about the pattern of stillness repeated over years. The beauty of the body, though, is its ability to adapt and recover. You don't need intense workouts or long gym sessions to protect your heart. Even small bursts of movement, standing up every 30 minutes, walking after meals, doing heel raises, taking the stairs help restore balance. Every motion you make activates your secondary heart, lightens the load on your main one, and teaches your cardiovascular system to work smarter, not harder. So when you move, you're not just burning calories or stretching muscles, you're literally giving your heart a rest. You're helping it last longer, beat easier, and thrive under less strain. That's how movement becomes medicine, not through exhaustion, but through rhythm. Every step is a gift to your heart, every stretch a breath of relief, and every pulse of your muscles a promise of longevity. Why modern lifestyles weaken your secondary heart comes down to one simple truth: we've engineered movement out of our lives. Our ancestors walked miles each day, hunting, farming, gathering, and exploring. Every movement they made kept their calf muscles strong and their circulation flowing smoothly. But in today's world, we sit to work, sit to travel, sit to eat, and sit to relax. The very muscles that once supported our heart have become quiet. Over time, that stillness weakens the secondary heart. Inside our calves, and our entire circulatory system begins to suffer. When you spend long hours sitting, your calf muscles stay inactive. Without movement, they lose tone and strength, which means they can't effectively contract and push blood upward toward your main heart. The result is sluggish circulation, blood pooling in your legs, veins under pressure, and your primary heart working overtime to keep things moving. This imbalance may not show up overnight, but years of sitting and inactivity can quietly lead to chronic problems: fatigue, swelling, varicose veins, and even heart disease. Technology has made life easier, but it has also made our bodies lazier. Elevators replaced stairs, cars replaced walking, and screens replaced outdoor play. Even exercise has become something we schedule instead of something that naturally fills our day. The body, however, doesn't adapt well to stillness. It's built for motion. The calf muscles in particular depend on regular use to stay active and strong. When they go dormant, your secondary heart weakens and circulation becomes sluggish. It's like turning off half of your heart's support system and expecting the other half to handle the full load alone. And here's the hidden danger: even if you go to the gym for an hour, that might not fully offset 10 hours of sitting. The human body thrives on frequent, consistent movement throughout the day. The key is not just how long you move, but how often. Small movements, standing up every 30 minutes, walking during phone calls, doing heel raises at your desk, reactivate your secondary heart and keep the blood flowing. These micro movements, simple, are what keep your circulatory system resilient. Modern life may have silenced our secondary heart, but the power to wake it up is still within us. It doesn't take expensive equipment or complicated routines, just awareness and action. Every step you take, every flex of your calf, is a message to your body that you're still alive, still moving, still thriving. The challenge of our age isn't the lack of technology. It's remembering to use the oldest technology we have: our own muscles. The science-backed benefits of 1 minute of calf activation might sound almost too good to believe. How could something so small have such a profound effect on your body? But modern research continues to confirm what nature has known all along: even brief moments of movement can spark powerful physiological changes. When you engage your calf muscles, even for a single minute, you're starting one of the body's most important yet overlooked systems, your circulatory engine. Let's look at what happens in that short span of time. The moment you begin lifting your heels and contracting your calves, you activate a series of muscle pumps that push stagnant blood from your legs back toward your heart. Within seconds, circulation improves and your blood oxygen levels begin to rise. This doesn't just benefit your legs, it affects your entire body. Better blood flow means your brain gets more oxygen, your heart works with less strain, and your cells receive the nutrients they need to function at peak performance. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that short bursts of muscle contractions throughout the day significantly improve blood vessel function and reduce cardiovascular stress. Another study from the American Heart Association revealed that breaking up long sitting sessions with brief leg movements can lower blood pressure and prevent endothelial dysfunction, the early stage of artery stiffening that leads to heart disease. In other words, that 1 minute of calf activation isn't just movement, it's protection. The benefits don't stop with circulation. When your muscles contract, they release signaling molecules called myokines, which communicate with your brain, heart, and immune system. These molecules help regulate blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and even improve mood. So that single minute of calf engagement sends out a cascade of healing messages throughout your body, messages that say, wake up, repair, and grow stronger. But now, here's the best part. You can do this anywhere. Standing in line, waiting for your coffee, sitting at your desk. Simply lift your heels, squeeze your calves, and let the blood move. Do it for 60 seconds. That's all. You may not feel it immediately, but inside, your heart is sighing in relief, your veins are clearing, and your brain is coming alive with fresh oxygen. 1 minute might seem insignificant, but your body doesn't measure effort in minutes, it measures it in motion. Every small burst counts. Every activation adds up. Over days and weeks, those moments accumulate into stronger circulation, sharper focus, lighter legs, and a heart that beats with greater ease. So the next time you think you're too busy to move, remember this: your health doesn't need an hour. It just needs a minute. A minute of mindful motion can rewrite the way your body feels, functions, and ages. Science has proven it, now it's up to you to practice it. Daily practice of this move can transform cardiovascular health naturally, is a testament to the power of consistency over intensity. We often believe that improving heart health requires hours of exercise, complicated routines, or expensive equipment, but the truth is far simpler. Your body was designed to thrive through steady, daily movement. And when you regularly activate your calf muscles, the body's secondary heart, you begin to see real, measurable changes in how your entire circulatory system functions. When you make calf activation a daily habit, you're essentially training your body to keep blood flowing efficiently, even when you're at rest. Over time, your veins become stronger, your circulation more stable, and your heart more resilient. This small, consistent movement builds endurance not just in your muscles, but in your cardiovascular system itself. The heart begins to operate under less pressure because it's no longer doing all the work alone. Every step, every heel lift is a subtle partnership. Your muscles assist, your heart recovers, and your energy rises. Within weeks of daily practice, many people notice their legs feel lighter and less fatigue at the end of the day. Swelling diminishes, and that mid-afternoon slump, the one that sends you reaching for caffeine, begins to fade. That's because your blood is circulating more freely, delivering oxygen and nutrients to your brain and muscles more efficiently. As this becomes your body's new normal, your overall energy and alertness improve naturally without stimulants or supplements. But the deeper transformation happens inside. Daily activation improves vascular elasticity, meaning your blood vessels stay flexible and youthful. It also boosts nitric oxide production, which helps lower blood pressure and prevents plaque buildup in your arteries. These effects combine to slow down cardiovascular aging, a benefit once thought possible only through intense exercise or medication. And all of it comes from 1 minute of mindful motion practiced daily. What's most beautiful about this habit is its simplicity. You don't need to carve out gym time or change your clothes. You just need to remember to move. Standing while working, lift your heels. Waiting for the elevator, do a few raises. Watching TV, flex your ankles. Each small action keeps your secondary heart awake and your main heart supported. Over months, this daily ritual becomes more than a physical practice. It becomes a lifestyle of awareness. You start noticing how your body responds to stillness and how quickly it rewards movement. Your heart rate stabilizes, your energy feels more balanced, and your overall sense of vitality deepens. This is the quiet power of consistency. Big results don't come from grand gestures. They come from small, deliberate choices repeated every day. By activating your secondary heart regularly, you're not just improving circulation, you're investing in longevity, energy, and a healthier future. 1 minute at a time, you're teaching your heart that it's not alone, and that simple truth can change your life.